Realisation. Today, I walked on wet pavement. It had rained in the morning, and so the worms had crawled out of the lawns onto the pavement in search of the meaning of life and new horizons. The fate of the worms concluded differently. The lucky ones managed to crawl to the neighboring flower bed laden with deep black soil. Some were pecked at by the birds, others squashed by the souls of monsters walking along the pavement. Then the sun came out and warmed and dried the moisture. The sun's rays reached one worm who had crawled onto the middle of the path. By the time it realized its mistake, it was too late. It would not have the strength to crawl to safety. A slow and painful death would hover above it until the worm dried out completely. Suddenly, some mysterious power lifted it up and threw it onto the wet ground. From the point of view of the worm, what had happened was theoretically impossible, and it had no way of understanding, let alone explaining what had saved its life, whereas, from my point of view, nothing supernatural had taken place at all. I was simply sorry for the little worm, and so I picked it up and threw it onto the flower bed. Evidently, the lonely pilgrim had chosen his goal and door very well. If your goal seems unattainable, the entire holiday will be spoiled by doubt and depressing thoughts of possible failure. So, how do you ultimately believe in the impossible in order for it to become possible? You can't force yourself to believe in the impossible, and there's no need to try. Instead of worrying about how you'll achieve it, focus on taking one step at a time in the direction of your goal. Let go of concerns about feasibility. Define your goal clearly, take consistent action, and trust the process. Many successful people admit that they couldn't have imagined their achievements beforehand. They simply move forward and let things unfold. The mind focuses on the how because it relies on inner intention, which often includes worrying about favorable outcomes. This mindset can work against you as outer intention aligns with your thoughts, even negative ones. To succeed, stop analyzing every possible scenario. Focus on the will to have, believing your goal is already attainable. Then, act with clarity, free from excessive desire or importance. Keep your intention pure and let outer intention guide the way. Focus on the broad steps required to achieve your goal, but avoid obsessing over every detail. Once you've outlined the main stages, shift your intention entirely onto the target slide, the final vision of your life after achieving your goal. Picture this outcome vividly without adding extra scenarios or scripts. Continuously revisit and immerse yourself in this vision. Over time, your comfort zone will expand, aligning your energy with the life path that leads to your goal. Let go of excessive desire and importance. If you're trying too hard, doubting yourself, or feeling failure, it means you've placed too much importance on the goal. Allow yourself to be imperfect and make mistakes, as this fosters self-compassion and leniency from others. If you fear failure, acknowledge it and prepare backup plans in advance. Accepting the possibility of setbacks helps you release attachment to the outcome and reduces the grip of strong desire. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Avoid abandoning everything for a single pursuit, as it might turn out to be a foreign goal or door. Always maintain a counterbalance, a fallback plan, or safety net. This keeps your heart calm and avoids triggering balanced forces. For instance, don't leave your current job until you've secured a new one, and don't burn bridges unnecessarily. Even if you're confident in your goal and path, proceed with caution to avoid being left without essential security in the case of setbacks. Misfortune, of course, can happen to anyone. In any case, you are now armed with the powerful transurfing techniques, and so you should have less cause for fear and anxiety. Now you at least understand the rules of the game, which is something in itself. People normally participate in the games of the pendulum's world without knowing the rules and so lose straight away. The methods you have become acquainted with here give you a huge advantage, but that's not all. In the remaining sections, you have yet to learn about transurfing's most heavy artillery. The mind often resists change, interpreting it as negative, and may react by trying to fix or control the situation, making things even worse. Instead, allow change to unfold naturally. If things don't go as expected, avoid rushing to correct them. Look for the positive in the unexpected. It's often there, even if not immediately clear. Most of the time, things aren't as bad as they seem. Stay calm and trust the process. Changes in life usually follow the path of least resistance. Problems arise when we fight against the flow. What we see as problems are often just events that don't align with our expectations. The deeper truth here is, if you choose to see an unexpected change as something positive, it will work in your favor. This idea may seem simple or even doubtful, but it holds immense value, which we'll explore further in the next section. When going with the alt flow, you can accelerate the progress by visualizing the action slide, i.e., the links in the transfer chain. Unlike the target slide, the visualization focuses on immediate action, not the entire journey. Each step sets the intention for the next. Think of how a mother observes her child growing. She celebrates each small achievement, like the child standing up today, and imagines the next rung, such as taking a first step tomorrow. She doesn't expect the child to grow up overnight, but enjoys the present moment while trusting in the steady progress. Apply this approach. Focus on each step and take joy in the now, knowing the next step will come naturally. When visualizing your progress, focus on a steady improvement following this principle. Today is better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. Avoid trying to predict every turn in the alt flow. Instead, enjoy the present moment and take each step confidently and methodically. Think of progress like climbing a ladder. Each rung represents your current success, supporting the next step upward. Affirm that everything is going well now and visualize the next step leading to even greater success. This approach creates a positive feedback loop, making progress feel natural and achievable. Stay present, trust the process, and let each day bring you closer to your goal. On your journey to your goal, setbacks are inevitable. Accept them as part of the process. If you dwell on setbacks, you risk losing momentum and slipping backwards. This frustration triggers self-criticism and aligns you with the pendulum's negative influence. You cannot reach a life with happiness and success while being dissatisfied with yourself. When life is good, you naturally feel pleasant with yourself. To align with the positive lifelines, you must attune your thoughts to self-acceptance and confidence, not self-criticism. Keep your focus on progress, not setbacks, and stay in harmony with the flow of life. The mind perceives unexpected changes in the alt flow as failures simply because they don't align with its plans. Instead of resisting, embrace these changes as opportunities. View setbacks as successes in disguise, guided by outer intention, which works in ways the mind cannot possibly foresee. The mind struggles because it cannot identify a unique path to your goal among the many well-worn tracks. Trust the alt flow to guide you rather than trying to control every step. Let go of the need to compare yourself to others or follow their paths. True success comes from walking your own unique path, not copying what others do. That brings us to a final word of warning. If you associate your dream with the idea of helping those close to you, everything could go wrong. For example, if thinking, when I achieve my dream, I can help my loved ones, shifts focus away from your true desire. The heart is naturally self-focused and seeks its own happiness. It doesn't prioritize others no matter how close they are to you. Altruism comes from the mind, not the heart. If the goal serves someone else instead of fulfilling the heart's desire, the heart will lose interest, leaving the mind to struggle alone. To succeed, your goal must align with your heart's innermost longing. For now, while pursuing your goal, prioritize your own happiness to keep your heart aligned and focused. Let your heart focus solely on itself. Once you achieve your goal, your mind can freely embrace altruism and dedicate energy to helping loved ones, nature, animals, children, or any other cause that inspires you.